Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Brooklyn Woman Empowerment Group. It is Sunday, and I just came to tell everyone about you must have wake up feeling good, even though you don't. You must make yourself. But anyway, I came to tell you the topic of this video is about unforgiveness. I mean, how can you sit up in church Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, and not forgive? I mean, you're not going to heaven. And this is what everybody think. Some people will say, oh, I'm not going to forgive them because they didn't forgive me. They did this and that to me. In order to get in heaven, you must forgive no matter what somebody did to you. You must forgive them because you don't want to rot in hell. Because just because you go on to church, think you saved, if you don't have that forgiveness in your heart and you carrying that unforgiveness, you're not going to heaven. And that's for me to bust some people bubble, because they sit up in church and they praise the Lord and they do this and they do that. Oh, I do this for people. But if you don't have forgiveness in your heart, you're not going nowhere. And if you're a Christian, you will do a search for verses that saying forgiveness and the consequences of unforgiveness. So I advise the so-called Christians, people that's supposed to be the child of, that's supposed to be the children of God, do a research and do your own Bible reading and start passing judgment on someone. Like they have people always throw in your face what happened years and thousand years ago. They don't understand that is a evil demonic spirit that holds them back. You cannot let evil spirits, you may be saying, oh, I'm blessed, I'm this, I'm that, but you ain't all together if you realize and sit down and think about your life, and you'll think you blessed. Yeah, you may be blessed, but you have to let go of old wounds, because they have people in my family still throw up old stuff back when, I mean, way back, man. It don't make no sense to keep bringing up. That means you're living in the past and you saying, oh, I moved on. You didn't move on because you still have hostile in your heart, and your heart is hard, and you could tell hard heart people because it's always just about them. You know, it's all about them. Me. I did this, I did that, nobody helped me get here, I did it myself, somebody blah blah. You know, you're selfish and you're not looking at yourself, and this is where it's going to take a toll on your life when you get old. And that's bad to live like that. I'm still on my vacation too, but I just had it. I have to do my videos because this is what's happening. Everybody is selfish and think about themselves, and they throw stuff back in your face that was like years and years ago, and you look at them like they crazy, and they open their mouth. They tell you talk too much and you say things, but you realize and you look at them, they're doing the same thing. But see, nobody look at themselves. I know what I be doing sometimes is wrong, but nobody else. People in my family also don't think they do anything wrong or say anything that they shouldn't say. You should never, I don't care how mad you get with somebody, never tell somebody something about the other person, because they are going back telling the other person, and you're making enemies for yourself, and you're making people dislike you. So keep your mouth zipped and stop throwing up the past, because the past don't bring you really close to your breakthrough. I mean, if you were to become successful with an unforgiving heart and think you got everything together, there's always you burnt some bridges along the way, and those people are gonna come back. If you become a movie star and stuff, those people are gonna come back and hurt your career. So you have to go and tell people forgive you, even if they did something to you, because that's the order of the Bible. And I may have my Bible beside me, but I don't have to go give y'all verses. I'm tired of, it's time for people to start doing their own research on stuff about unforgiveness, living in the past. That's what the people did before. In the Bible, if you read it, they lived in the past, even though they made it out the, they lived in the past. Moses was going to bring them to the promised land, but they kept bringing up the past. So when Moses left for a while to go talk to the Lord, and he came back, half of those people started doing what they wanted to do, what they learned with Pharaoh, and they got killed. Yeah. So I'm just letting everybody know, stop living in the freaking past and move on and forgive. Even if people, I know they got some people, I ain't gonna ask nobody to forgive, I ain't gonna say I'm sorry, because you have a very hard heart and you think you are right all the time, and you are not. I sit down sometime and say, wow, I did say that and I did that. I'm going to try to better myself. But when you don't sit down and talk to yourself and to the Lord and try to better your life, you're never going to improve. And I want to be the best awesome person on this earth, so when I die, someone will say something good about me, not bring up the past about what happened in the past. I hate when people do that. I used to do it, but I realized you can't live in the past. But anyway, this is Brooklyn Woman Empowerment Group, aka Grandma Elsie, and I talk to everybody later. And try to be real Christians for once in your life. Be real, not fake, not hypocrites that think because you sit in church and you work in the church that you're not going to heaven. I don't care how many times you go to church. You're not going to heaven if this in here not right and this up here not functioning. Well, anyway, adios.